Right. Good afternoon, choppers. Good afternoon. I hope you are having a fantastic day. Rosang is asking, how is my day? My day is being fantastic. I just have a bit of a headache, but I'm okay. Overall, I'm fine. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the broadcast. Share to as many people as you can. Just share to as many people as you can. Just share to as many people as you can. Where are you watching me from? Where are you watching me from today? Where are you watching me from today? Let me know where you are watching me from. Let me know where you are watching me from today. I've got some setups that I want us to look at. I'm ready when you're ready. I'm ready when you are ready. Where are you watching me from, Chopper? Small on deck is watching from Matlanye. Where is that? Where is that? Maseru, East London. Where is Matlanyeng? I hope you are not talking about Pretoria. Alright, I will want us to obviously have a look at our heat map. There's a lot going on today and there's a lot going on tomorrow as well. Right, we've got East London, we've got Vosloorus, we've got Soweto. CI Swai is saying I must look at gold 5 minutes. He's ready. He wants to launch already. Yeah, I'm looking at some selling opportunities on gold. All right. So as you know that the Jackson Hole Economic Symposium starts this week. Right. Powell and his buddies are going to discuss the future of the economy of the states, and obviously the dollar might be affected. So yeah, we're gonna have around 120 participants that will gather for the annual Jackson Hole Economic Symposium starting tomorrow, Thursday. The theme for this year is reassessing the effectiveness and transmission of monetary policy. So we will want to see how the dollar reacts tomorrow. From tomorrow, we'll want to see how the dollar will react. Okay. So what do we have from the fundamentals? As you can clearly see, today is a Wednesday. We are having crude oil inventories. It's a medium impact at 4:30, and we have FOMC meeting minutes at 8 p.m. As you know, around that time I'm not trading. Remember, I stopped trading from 7 p.m. Central African time. So yeah, I don't think there's anything that can bother us with regards to the news. So we don't have anything on the news. So let's go to the charts and let's see what is happening. Someone was talking about gold. I'm actually eyeing gold as I'm speaking to you now. there's a position I want to take on gold. As you see that we have broken below this level here. I also want to know where my point of control is at. So as you know, that the drill will be easy for me to be looking at this. Something like this will make sense and just drop to the downside. So yeah, I'm bearish on the gold. I'm bearish on the gold. This thing is moving. It's just moving. So yeah, already gold is down by 0.57%. So yeah, it will be interesting to see if maybe we can come back to 2,505 an ounce, then maybe look to take positions to the downside. So yeah, I'm also bearish on gold. Euro dollar, I've been looking at euro dollar the whole day, and it's also quite interesting to see that we are consolidating at this level. If you take your fixed range from where we are consolidating from, you can actually see that this market is actually playing within a box, right? This market is playing within a box. So I'm waiting for this price to pop maybe around $1.11. Then if it pops to the downside, I'm going to be looking for selling opportunities there. But as it is now, there's not much I can do with it. Just pop and break also below my point of control, then I can be looking for selling opportunities to the downside. British pound USD. British pound USD is quite interesting. I was actually looking at, I looked at two levels that it has violated. On 5 minutes, I actually wanted to scalp it from here, right? And want to see if maybe we can drop a bit low and then buy from there. So as you see that this thing is trending on a small time frame, what I will want to see is to see if this price will hold around this level. If you take your fixed range as well, you'll basically see that we are currently trading at the point of control. So anything that will break below trap, then you'll know the drill to the downside. Take your feet from the high to the low, then that's where I'm going to be looking for my selling opportunities. Right. British pound, Japanese. Yesterday, for those that are in the funded group, you know that yesterday I had a nice sell at this level here. I took my fib from this high to this low, and I had my position from here. So what happened with me is that I sold from here, and it was on 15 minutes if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was around 15 minutes. So this is where I sold it from, and unfortunately, and this was just an unfortunate situation, I closed my position when I started seeing this thing range here. And you know, if I take a trade on 15 minutes, I must be in a trade for at least 2 hours. If I'm not in serious profits in 2 hours, then I'm out. So that was the reason. So during this time I've clocked like 70% of to target, and I closed it. And yeah, as you see, it dropped to my TP, and yeah, it took off. But what I'm also seeing is that someone on the funded group also sent this analysis on GJ that he wants to sell, I think, around this area, and I was just saying he must be careful. Why I said he must be careful, I'm just looking at how this thing's been trending to the downside, and for me this looks pretty much like a trap. Why am I saying so? If you take your fib from this low to that high there, you are currently trading at 786, meaning to say you are seeing a downward trend, but at the same time this thing is making an upward trend. It wants to continue with where it left off from this area, right? So I think on this one I'm going to remain bullish just for today. I will just want to see during the trading session what happens. Then maybe I can go and take it to the upside. So yeah, I think I'll be bullish on GJ, and obviously EJ as well. I'm going to try to be bullish on it. Let me have a new chart. So you see the same thing is happening. we are currently trading to the downside, but also trading to the upside, right? So what you need to do is to be careful. If you take your fee from that low to this high, you see that we are currently trading at 618. Maybe at this area here, I might be looking for buying opportunities. I also wanna look at my RSI if I have divergence there. If I'm going to experience divergence there, then definitely I can take this. But remember, all my Japanese pairs, I take them as a B grade. Right, so I'm waiting for this price for me to take a position there. AUD USD, as you know that we've been bullish on this thing for quite some time, currently consolidating around this area here. So as you know, I don't like trading a market that is consolidating. However, a break below this level maybe can go to the downside, depending on what these guys are going to be talking about tomorrow for the Jackson Hole economic symposium. Maybe we might see the strength of the dollar. I don't know, but yeah, I think I'm more of a dollar strength than a dollar weakness. I don't know about you. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the strengthening of the dollar from tomorrow. So yeah, as you know, gold, we want to get some selling opportunities on this gold. It's currently trading at 2,502 an ounce. Yeah, I will want to see what happens there. If I don't get a position there, I can take it from here. Look at the 15 minutes chart as well. It looks okay. It looks okay according to me. We are just retraced at this price here, 2,497 an ounce. So yeah, maybe around this area here, I can be looking to be selling to the downside. NASDAQ. Let me have a clean chart on NASDAQ. So we've been bullish also on NASDAQ for quite some time. It's quite discouraging that it's ranging at this moment. But for the fact that we are trading above our point of control, 19,750, then maybe this thing can go to the upside. But maybe the safest entry for those that wants to take intraday setups on this, a break around 19,840, maybe we can look to be buying there, since you're going to be above the point of control. So yeah, just need to be careful when we trade this. And yeah, before we go any further, I just want us to look at also our heat map, what is strong for the day and what is weak for the day. So looking at the fact that I'm looking at a Euro Japanese buy and a GJ buy, I see that the British pound is quite strong for the day, as you see here. British pound is quite strong for the day. And look at Japanese. Japanese, again, it does what it normally does. It's weak. So we are always expecting this. So that means now, if the Japanese is weak for the day and British pound is strong, one of the strongest for the day, so it will make sense for me to buy British pound USD. Once again, guys, shout out to Okta for sponsoring our live streaming events. If you need an account and you want to join our funded group where I give mentorship and training for free, click on the description there. You will find the link where you can open an account. Don't forget to use my promo code Trade with MJ for 100% bonus. We also have a 7 a.m. club where we do analysis in the morning. Only people that are funded, that are in the funded group, can have access to those services. So yeah, I think it will make sense for me to buy GJ, since I see the Japanese is weak and the British pound is quite strong. So yeah, it will make sense if I buy this thing. Let me see, maybe around 4 o'clock how this 4 o'clock candle will close, then I can make a decision from there. Let's have a look at oil. Now, as you know, on oil, we've been trying to get selling opportunities from this level, and this thing has been dropping down. You know, last time we spoke about this, I think it was yesterday during the morning analysis, that we need to break above this level, then we can be looking at taking this thing to the upside. Currently it's a sideway movement and we don't want to entertain that. So yeah, a break above retest, we can be looking at buying oil. German 40, right? German 40, I think Mr. Moodley should be here. I know it's his favorite. So yes, yesterday we did mention that if we break above this price here, which is 18,322, we wait for a rejection candle. Choppers, by now you should be in on this trade. If you attended the morning analysis yesterday, you've got no excuse of not taking this trade. You should be in on this trade by now. A 1:2, you could be out on TP by now. This was our analysis. Break above, retest at the trend line, take your buy. As easy as that. All right. US 30. Now US 30 again, we were bullish on it. Yesterday we said if this price will hold at 40,876, yes, maybe we can be looking at buying, at selling rather. But if it will remain above this level here, we can be looking for buying opportunities. Just want to show you that we are currently consolidating on 1 hour as well as 15 minutes on this. So if you look at where we are in terms of point of control, we are just trading above the point of control. So if this thing will break below the point of control, then we can be looking for selling opportunities. I don't know why it doesn't want to pop above 40,968 or so. But it just shows that there's no strength coming in. As you know, these are indices, they move. But if you check what is happening for the day, German 40 is the one that has moved. These other ones, they haven't moved by much. They really haven't moved by much. So yeah, USD ZAR, as you know, we are looking for buying opportunities from this downward movement here. This was our analysis yesterday. We said at 17 Rand 62 cents. We did mention yesterday that this thing can go to the upside. So we are simply waiting for it to break and retest 17 Rand 89 cents. Then we can look for buying opportunities there. Like I said, this is the best time to be making a deposit, but it's not a good time for withdrawals if you are in SA. Right, choppers. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe. Tell people that we are live and we are trading live for the next 2 hours or so. Come hang around with us. Okay, so what's on my watch list? This euro dollar, obviously I'm waiting for it to break below this consolidating level. I just wanted to break below. Let me take out this box. Just wanted to break below, and yeah, I'm gonna be making a decision after we break below. But tell you what, choppers, let me tell you something. If this euro dollar will do something like this, if it will break, retest, I'm gonna be buying here. If it breaks, retest, I know a lot will sell here because they take it as a retracement to the support that is now resistance. I'm going to be buying it there. If it happens to do something like that, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So yeah, I think EU and GJ, for me, I think it will make sense if I buy them. Right, so yeah, I'm going to be bullish on GJ. As you see, it wants to take off already, but yeah, let's wait for 4 o'clock and then we can execute from there. Gold as well, I'm just hoping that we come back at 2,505 an ounce, then yeah. But we must also be careful of 2,498 because we don't want this thing to be consolidating around this price and we are trapped for the whole session. Right, let's see on the heat map again what is weak and what is strong. Muriti is asking me, why do I stop trading from 7 p.m.? Muriti, just do me a favor. After 7 p.m., look at your charts and see the percentage change. You see on the right-hand side here. from 7 p.m. the decision for a certain direction is already being made. So after 7 p.m., do me a favor, just come and look at the percentage change from 7 p.m. You will actually see that it doesn't move a lot. There's no much volatility during that time. That's why I don't trade after 7 p.m. because I don't want to be trapped. Remember also, many people, they get trapped so that they pay swap. If your broker is making you pay swap, you can be trapped from 7 p.m. until 11, then you pay swap for the next day. You are trapped until the next day. So with me, that's why I don't trade after 7 p.m. But I know Okta doesn't charge there are no commissions. They don't charge on swaps, but still it's a habit that I've been having for all these years. I don't trade after 7 p.m. Right, Rorisang is saying 2,513 and 59 cents. Lightner session block as my entry point, holding gold from that price. I got my take profit at 2499. Okay, so you went net short, right? Trade with the next big thing. You say, Mr. President, how do we get the heat map on TradingView? So yeah, you just go on Google, and just type Forex heat map. Then it will appear there. That's the first thing that will appear there. You just click on it and it's going to appear. Muriti is asking again, buy on what? I want to buy GJ and I want to sell gold. Right, that's what I want to do. Remember, guys, I also need to be careful in my language. I don't want you guys to think I'm giving you signals here. If you want to take my trades the way I do so, you are more than welcome. But I don't want to come across as I told you to buy or sell. It's just what I'm doing. If you want to copy, you can copy. Use your own discretion. And again, make sure that you put reasonable lot size and you have calculated your risk. Don't just take a trade just because you see me all the time winning the trades and you're thinking that just because Mr. President wins most of the time, I can go full margin. As much as I'm winning, I'm losing. I'm very transparent with my losses. I had a loss with you guys on Friday when we were streaming. I had a break even yesterday. As much as it's 70% to TP, but I still consider it as a break even. So please, choppers, just be careful when you take your trades. Make sure that you've got your stop loss and you trade the money you can afford to lose, right? All right, so yeah, GJ is what I'm going to be buying on. So I just want to see, Japanese is the weakest against all majors, right? Yeah, it's quite weak. And another thing that shows you how weak it is, you've got red here everywhere, and then you've got green here everywhere. So it just shows that against all, it's weak. So never make a mistake of taking a pair that has Japanese and you say Japanese is going to be strong. Right, so by just looking at this, US dollar is holding its ground. If I go to US dollar Japanese now, I know that this thing is US dollar is strong, meaning to say it's going up. Right, look at that. What time is it now? Oh, we had the news at crude oil inventories, but is at 4:30. It's only at 4:30, so I don't know where this thing come from. That spike there, I don't know where it's coming from because the news are only at 4:30. Okay, so yeah, I want to see what will happen to this. I don't know what we can call this spike here. Quite interesting. Let me move this thing a bit. Quite interesting to see this. Look at my GJ. Look at my GJ is already gone. My GJ is already gone. Look at that. US30 looks like it broke range. Let me see. It depends. Infinity. It depends on where you are seeing it. According to me, on 5 minutes, it's still intact on that price. It's still intact on that price. 40,877. So are you saying it's NFP annual revision? That's why. Okay, so it seems like we had some fundamentals coming in there. Look at that. But I will want to see something here. Well, it will be interesting to see how this trading session is going to go. Already we have having spikes there. So my plan on this was, if it comes down, then retest, trap, then buy. It's now pump and dump. It's back at the consolidation level. So yeah, this will be very interesting to see how this thing turns out. But I like the fact that at least we are having some volatility. Look at that on the. Look at that now. If this thing will close like this, if this will close the way it is right now, I might be taking a buy. Let me just ensure that I've got everything ready here. All right, please let me know in the comment section what is it that you are looking at, and let's analyze it together, fam. Let's analyze it together. Whatever you are looking at, let me know so that we can analyze it together. To be quite honest with you, I think if this candle closes the way it's closing now at 10 past 4, if I find a rejection candle there or indecision candlestick there, I'm all in for a buy on GJ. Scalp on 5 minutes. Let me just fix my things this side. Yeah, if this thing closes like this, I'm all in. And as you know that all my trades that has Japanese on them, I take them as a B grade. Remember, don't forget that, so that I'm not gonna go as hard as I would want to, because of most of my trades that I've lost for the year, they are coming from Japanese. So I'm just cautious. I don't take it for granted. Okay, also I'm looking at the spread that is charged here. It's not bad at all at this time. It's not bad at all. Again, you know, I'm a lover of good news and bad news. This thing must never take off without us. I'm begging, I'm begging. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. This thing must not take off without us. I want to tell you guys some good news or some bad news. You know the drill. If you are a chopper, you know the drill. Let me know. Lem is asking where's the spike coming from. Yeah, so I'm in the same train with you, buddy. I don't know where this spike came from, eh? So Muriti is asking, apart from Zoom meetings, YouTube meetings, do you have a face-to-face lesson? I have no idea what is GJ. Don't worry, Muriti. We all start. We all start from there. We all start from there. You don't have to know everything now. GJ simply means British Pound Japanese. It's just an abbreviation of Great Britain Pound versus Japanese. That's what we call GJ. It's just an abbreviation. Simpiwe is also looking at GJ with me, yeah. But remember, Simpiwe, for me, the way in which I will calculate my lot size on this, I'm not gonna go heavy, buddy, because I'm mostly losing my trades on Japanese pairs, and I hate it. I don't like it. Right, what is happening with the euro dollar? Now, on that euro dollar, I think we might be having something here. Let me see. So can you see now that this thing comes inside the consolidation box, comes out, comes back? There's something that is being cooked here. There's something that is cooked here. I don't know what it is. Sis Nontlantla is saying NASDAQ is also moving. Yes. Sis Nontlantla can only buy NASDAQ after I break above 19,831. I think that would be a fair price for me to be taking a NASDAQ buy. Muridi, if you wanna chat with me and you need some one-on-one help, there's my number there. Give me a text. What is happening with our gold? I'm seeing a quite correlation between gold and euro dollar at 5 minutes today. So we are now trading back into the consolidation box. This is something we need to look into. As you see, what will come in the minds of many people now, if this thing will close like this on 15 minutes, what do you think is going to happen? A lot of people are going to sell, right? Because they're seeing this spike here, then say it's a rejection and they sell. That's where I'm going to buy. That's where I'm going to buy. Alright, if you just joined us, choppers, please just make sure that you like, subscribe, share the broadcast. Let your friends, buddies, family, let them know that you're trading with the president live on YouTube. Let's try to grow our community, fam. Let's try to grow it as much as we can. I believe we can. Well, I asked you a question. I said I have some good news and bad news. Which one do you want me to start with? But I'm promising you the good news, you're going to love them. Mr. MJ, the contrarian trader. So Rorusang Kutsu is saying bad news, bad news, bad news. So he's also saying bad news. Look at this spike on GJ. I'm still in for my buy. I'm not buying. I'm not. This doesn't scare me. So the bad news is that since everyone is saying I must start with the bad news, the bad news is that if you are not in this city, you might not be able to participate. However, nothing is stopping you from traveling, right? So as you know, September is my birthday month. I was born in September. Back then, I don't want to reveal my age. So what's going to happen is that I'm going to be hosting a gala dinner with 10 to 15 traders. We're gonna have a nice gala dinner, and I just want to talk to you guys. And I'll be giving away free merchandise, and also be discussing some future plans for our community, as well as the vision for this live streaming. So I'm going to be hosting this gala dinner in Pretoria. I'm going to start in Pretoria, then from Pretoria we're going to Sandton. So it's all going to be happening in September. 10 to 15 people that will register first to have a gala dinner. So the theme with the dinner with the president. Please make sure that you wear your formal clothes. If you have a bow tie, wear one, because it's going to be an exclusive dinner where we're going to talk about business, trading, and other things that are pertaining to your growth. So that's the good news I have. I'll give you more details from next week. So dinner with the president is definitely coming. And yeah, it's just to celebrate my birthday. I want to celebrate my birthday with you guys. So yeah, I can't wait. A lot of you have been asking me for seminar. I'm not a fan of seminars. I like intimate events. So yeah, we're starting off in Pretoria, and the next place we're going is Sandton. And then if we have people from Durban and Cape Town, you better let me know now, so that after Sandton we can come and have that exclusive dinner with you there in Cape Town or Durban. If you're also in Northwest, let me know. So yeah, dinner with the president is coming this September. I've been telling you that I wanna know you guys. I wanna really chill with you guys. So yeah, thanks to Octaman, they are making it possible for us. So yeah, dinner with the president this coming September to celebrate my birthday. I don't know what you feel about it. So for those that have been saying, I want to see you one-on-one, I want to chill with you, let's talk business, let's talk ideas, rock up. So the dates will be announced next week. So like I said, it's going to be an exclusive event. So it's only for 10 to 15 people. So when we now announce, make sure that you register as soon as possible, because people are going to take advantage of this quickly. So yeah, those are good news. I don't see I don't see any comments there. It seems like no one is looking forward to the event. All right, choppers. Let me just calculate my lot size just quickly, and then let's take this. Let's take this. Yeah. So, what do you think of dinner with the president? All right. My concern with this is if I buy it now, where can I put my stop loss? If I put my stop loss there, I think it's widened too much. All right, tell you what, the next candle that is coming now, let me wait for it to come a little bit lower to buy at the discount, at least if I'm filled at 192.35. Right. So I think that's where I'm going to execute my trades. So yeah, I'm filled at, let me just double check. I'm filled at 193.64. 193.64. There it is there. That's where I am filled. And my stop loss is just below 189. 189.7, 189.7, 189.680. So as you know, it's a big rate for me. I'm not going heavy on this one because I lose a lot of these Japanese pairs. My 1:2 is just going to be just above this level here. But I think if I'm 70% to TP, I'm simply going to close it. I mean, adjust my stop loss on break even. However, if this thing hits my stop loss, then that means I'm going to be affected for the next trade. That means I might not have enough margin for the next trade. So yeah, let me see your comments. Dinner with the president. One is asking, how do you want to enter? So so what will I do to be chosen? As long as the cake is there, Mr. President, all I want is cake. I got you covered, Rory. I got you covered. Don't worry. We are the Sentin one, please. I'm already thinking of what to wear. Yeah, so dinner is happening. Dinner is coming. Let's take advantage of it. What will happen, Mr. President, if there are too many people who registered in a day, maybe 25 people? What's going to happen? Yeah, it's a good question. If we have too many people registering, obviously we are going to go with the first 15. We're going to go with the first 15. We're simply going to go with the first 15. So again, what we can possibly do is that if if we have 25 people registering in Pretoria, we take the first 15, and the remainder of the people, if they are able to drive to Sandton, then they will be the first ones on the list to go to Sandton. So yeah, let's have dinner and let's see what happens. Can't wait to meet you there. You've been asking to meet with me, so this is a good opportunity to do so. You know, the thing about seminars is that at times you find that there are a lot of people and you don't get to um, speak to everyone. It's full. There's just a whole lot of things going on there. So yeah. I am far, but next, if you decide to host one again in the next coming years, I'm sure. Comfort, where are you? Where are you staying, buddy? So worst case scenario is for this trade to stop me out at this level. I'm simply going to remove my fib for now because this has nothing to do with 786. Again, it's just experience. I've seen this happen a lot of times where the rejection candle will come in and a lot of people are going in for that. And yeah, so worst case scenario is for this thing to come in this level and stop us out. That's the worst case scenario. As you've seen that happen last week Friday on EJ, where we entered too early, we were stopped out and it went our direction. So that's the worst case scenario for this thing to come down and stop us out and go our direction, right? But I'm still of the view that British pound needs to strengthen. I also like the fact that with GU, with the GU, British pound is still strong. And if I look at the, where is it? If I look at the heat map, we are still good. So Comfort, you are in Devon, definitely. Comfort, if there are many people that are in Devon, they also want to attend. Organize, my brother, and I'll be there. Organize, then we'll be there. Remember, we wanna make it like a tour where we're gonna have this dinner in most of the cities in the country. So yeah, just make sure that you're there. Just make sure that you're there. Can you Samuel is saying dinner with the Mr. President FSP number. I see what you're doing there. I see you watched yesterday's episode. I see what you're doing there, Sabelo. Yeah, you are right. I like the FSP number 50887. I like that. So yeah, we're just waiting for this trade to take off. Remember, if in 2 hours we are still in this trade, I'm closing it. Regardless of where it is, it must take off. It must take off. If it doesn't take off, then yeah. Can you please tell me, Abuti, why do you trade them when you know you will lose on them? Do you have a special pair you like, or once you look, you know beyond doubt that? That's a very good question, Muriti. It's a matter of, you know, the mentality of a business person is we don't usually go about the previous day's results or the past. What we normally do as business people is that if you know that on a certain department you are lacking, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to cut off that department. Your job as a business person, as an entrepreneur, is to mitigate the risk in that department. You don't come in naive. You know that here I'm always beaten, right? So it's more like you are selling. I like using tomatoes as an example. It's more like you know that in a particular season, when you buy tomatoes, right? People don't buy. So what you do is that instead of stocking 100 tomatoes, you stock 50 tomatoes because you know that they don't normally buy them and they get rotten and it's a loss on your business. So that's my approach on it. As much as I know that there's a chance I'm going to lose, it doesn't mean I need to cut it off, because remember, the minute you cut off a certain thing in your business, that means you're also cutting a stream of revenue. So it's all about risk, my brother. It's all about risk and mitigating that risk. So yeah, I hear you. Why take it if you know you might lose it? It's all about that. You need to take the risk, but a calculated risk, right? Take the risk, but let it be calculated. Don't come in naive and thinking that you're gonna go all out. So instead of stocking 100 tomatoes, I've stocked 50 tomatoes because I don't get too much demand on it. First time attending your classes, by the way, certainly need to learn as much as I can. Yes, there's a lot that we do as choppers. There's a lot that we do as choppers. Right, Rory is asking Mr. MJ, does a loss in trading affect your day? And also maybe you had a losing streak in a week. How do you gain confidence back to the charts? What are the things that you avoid? So yeah, I'm a human being like any other human being out there. Losses, sometimes they can try to get into my head. So remember what I said to you guys last this past Monday. I said, when I am in the week beginning, I only take A grade setups because I need confidence, because I know that can mess up with my psychology, right? So if I didn't calculate the risk, right, I think a loss can mess up my day. But if I calculated my risk, I already mentally I'm prepared, right? You as a pro trader, you always need to be mentally prepared that if I take a loss here, I've already registered it in my head. I already know what the outcome, whether win or loss, I already know, right? So if it's calculated, I've taken emotions on that money. Say for example, the trade that we took right now, ne? If I lose it, maybe I'm losing $100, for example. I've already taken out my attachment to that $100. Immediately in my head, I'm like, I might be down by $100, or let me just say I'm down by $100, right? So it's just a mental preparation. You tell yourself certain things even if they are not there. I know of a story of a guy in there's a place called Antarctica. I think it's just one of the most, it's the coldest place in the world, Antarctica. It's in the Arctic region. There's a guy there that went there with a vest and shorts. And even today, scientists and doctors don't understand how that guy survived those temperatures while wearing a vest. So when they made an interview with him, he said it was a mental picture. So he had a mental picture. As much as it was in an icy place, he saw himself in a place where it was summer, is in a beach, and he's not, in an icy place. So it's just a mental preparation. So I tell myself as well, if I execute a trade, I know where is the stop loss. I've already taken my emotions off that money. Remember, it's exposure. So you're exposing that money on the table to say, I'm exposing this $100. Even if you take it, it's still fine. I've exposed it and I know I can afford it. Why a lot of you have emotions is because you are trading the money you cannot afford to trade. You are exposing the money you are not affording to trade. You don't have a stop loss. Your risk in terms of percentage is high. You want to double the account in a short space of time. So if I'm risking 2% of my account, you can imagine I still have how many? I'm left with 98%. That's a lot. So it's also one thing that helps me. I've got 98 percent, right? That I need to prove myself on or try to make money out of. So yeah, Rory, I hope I answered you. Don't forget to share the broadcast and share to as many people as you can. Also like, subscribe. Remember again, be cautious as you are trading from tomorrow. The Jackson whole economic symposium is starting, and we're gonna have 150 countries participating in the Jackson Hole Economic Symposium. So yeah, just be careful there. I will want to have a clean chart on this British Pound USD. As long as British Pound USD is positive, there are chances that also our GJ will be positive, right? So we just need to see EJ as well. Now EJ, I wanted to get a buy at this price, 161.69, but as you see, we didn't arrive there. So again, it calls for observation. We look at our sell. Look at our sell on gold. Wow. How did we miss that? How did we miss this gold? This indecision candlestick on 3 minutes, that's a good trade to enter. How did we miss that? Wow. But it's okay. Let's concentrate on where we are right now. $24, Mr. Ku is saying, I had faith in Forex market heat. You mean the heat map? Because every time I place an order, it always goes against me. Thank you, Mr. President. Yeah, look, it all depends on your approach on the Forex heat map. Remember, any indicator, any tool in the Forex market is not there to give you a direction. It's there to assist you with your analysis, right? So remember, as a trader, you are also analytical. We use the heat map, not you. For example, one would say, okay, fine, why did we take the trade that we took? One can ask, why did we take the trade that we took, right? It's a matter of seeing. I use the heat map not to buy and sell. I use the heat map to gauge. So I'm seeing that Japanese is weak. So there's no way I can say Japanese against EJ. I cannot sell Japanese. Why? Because I can already see against all majors, 0, minus. So it's the weakest of the day, right? And I look as well, what is the strongest of the day? British pound, right? Then I take advantage of that. Look, already we are up by 0.86%, which tells you that this thing can hit a 1% mark by today. There's a possibility, right? So I only use that for that, nothing else. Right, I want to see if we can break this level here. I think if we break this level, then maybe we can go all the way up. If we break this level here, 190.73, I don't know if we are going to get a pop on that. So risk management in trading reduces risk of messing up your psychology. That's all, buddy. Just work on your money management skill. Also, BTC had the spike. Something is happening on the market we are not aware of. Let's see. Yeah, so someone in the group mentioned, was it SK? SK mentioned in the group that he is looking at Was it buying opportunities there? As you know, I'm still saying on BTC, I need to break above 60,000. That's when I can take my buy on BTC. Let me try something. I just hope my system will not let me down. I just hope my system will not let me down. Yeah, so today I'm trading with a bit of headache. I woke up with this headache and I don't know why. I don't know why. I just hope woke up with headache. All right, so this is the choppers funded. Who was buying? Okay, we had Lee. Lee wanted to sell this. What was this? GJ. Yeah, so Lee wanted to sell GJ, and I said to Lee, just be careful there. There might be liquidity there to stop up the sellers, right? So he wanted to sell there, but I was just telling him he must be careful there because I was seeing this as too easy to see, right? That if we sell there, a lot of people are most likely to be selling there. Right. SK has a setup of he had a break and retest waiting for candlestick. I think that was BTC. Okay, so I think SK wanted to buy this. Who was Euro British pound. Someone also wanted to sell at this price here, 0.85. Yeah, so there were setups on the group. A lot of people were sending their stuff on the group. On the group. So so on this gold, someone also wanted to buy gold there, and he was stopped out on gold there. So yeah, our GJ is, yeah. So when it comes to Bitcoin, I just remember that someone in the group was mentioning this, you know. So I might buy Bitcoin. As you know, I'm waiting for 60,000 mark to pop, then I'm all in. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to trade with us every day, you want to send your setups and you want my opinion on your setups, join our Telegram choppers group. And also one thing that I will tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to sell our group here and say it's the best group and everyone is profitable. What I can tell you is that everyone there is trying. It's just a matter of time. As long as you keep on doing something and you are seeing small results, that's what we want to see, right? We're not going to come and say our strategy is 98% all the time and lie to you and say a lot of things. No, we are a group of people that are just trying. And some of you here that are watching, you are good traders and you are being discouraged by what you see there. These marketing gimmicks that you see out there, people telling you they've got 90% strategy win, and you start looking down on yourself and say, but I need that strategy. You don't need a 98% strategy. Trade with the business. The next big thing is saying, when are you coming to Mpumalanga Standard 10, to be specific? You let me know. Trade with the next big thing. Let me know. If you've got people there that are interested, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. If people are there, they are ready, I'm coming. What else are you guys looking at? Choppers, talk to me. All right, for those that have just joined us, we have a buy on Great Britain Japanese yen at 190.367. That's where we have our buy. Remember again, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, just be cautious. The Jackson Hole Economic Symposium is starting. So yeah, let Jerome Powell and his friends decide what they want to do, right? Let them decide what they want to do. Right, it seems like this price doesn't wanna break this level here, but I'm telling you, once we break it, there's a high chance that we can go all the way up. Right, another advice I can give you guys, if you are not yet in this trade, I wouldn't advise you to take it just because you see we are on running in profits. Because if you take it here, look at where you're going to put your stop loss, then your TP will be even higher. So a retracement to break even for us might be a stop loss for you. So yeah, we call it how training as choppers, where you are trying to enter the train while it's moving. Right, choppers, I think I need another cup of coffee. For those that always ask me what is it I'm drinking coffee. It's not VSOP. It's not VSOP. It's not it's nothing fancy. It's just coffee. I think I need another cup. Okay, British pound USD. I don't like what I see on it because I'm gauging the strength of British with the British pound USD. Why? Because the dollar is also standing on its ground. So yeah, I want to see this thing. I think, I don't know why this level also doesn't want to pop to the upside. Let me see on 4 hours what's happening. All right, so we broke above this level here. Many are trapped here. Obviously, those that are trading support and resistance on currency pairs, what is it that they are going to do? Obviously, they are going to sell from this level, put their stop losses just here, and they get stopped out, and this thing goes their direction. So yeah, it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. So yeah, our GJ also is fooling around. It doesn't want to take off. We are almost back to break even. This price here seems to be strong, but like I said, if we break that price there, we might be going all the way up. But as long as we are below it, then we have a problem. If you also look at the point of control, the point of control is just here, right? So yeah, we are back at break even on the GJ. Hopefully we might have something better as we carry on with our trading day. So yeah, another spike seems to be coming from the low. We had a spike from the top there. We had another spike there. Now retracing back to the spike that we had at the low. So yeah, it's just a matter of observation. Our stop loss is there, so there's nothing to panic about. Right, NASDAQ. Did we break? Yeah, NASDAQ, we broke above 19,840. I like what I see. A retest back to this level. You know what we are going to do. We're going to be buying NASDAQ. Okay. Let's look at the euro dollar. Euro dollar is still playing around. I mean, this is consolidation. It's not moving at all. I want to see what is happening with EJ. So yeah, EJ also is not biting that spike that we had. We want to fill up that spike there, but it seems like it's taking time to do so, as well as our GJ. So yeah. NAS 100, since Nontan is saying her focus is there, so you want to buy that retest. I think that's exactly also what I'm going to do. Though I don't have enough margin, but yeah, remember my trade here is big rate, so I wouldn't mind joining you on that NASDAQ. Enjoying US 30 buys. Right, look at the US30 as well. This is a pump and dump. So it filled up people on the downside, filled them up also on the upside. So yeah, inside this consolidation box as well. So yeah, I will need to break above retest. I haven't looked at my stock portfolio today, and I think I need to do so shortly. Our GJ is not going quite well. We are at break even at the moment, or we are at the loss, not even at break even, we are at the loss. Yeah, so this price here, it seems like it's still holding, it's not budging. This price there is still holding. As you see, that price is coming all the way from also this, so we broke the trend line and also made this comeback there. So yeah, this price here is not budging at all. So we'll look at how many minutes we've been in this trade. 30 something minutes or so. We were like 30% to profits, and we are back to zero. In fact, we are back to minus. Gold is making a comeback. Let's see gold. They are also inside. You see what I was saying about gold? Just be careful that if it comes down to 2,400 and 2,497, just be careful that we don't come back and consolidate in between. So I need to make a decision on my British pound. I need to make a decision. I might see what will happen around 5 o'clock to be exact. Maybe I might close on break even, or let it go down and stop me out. So Temi Jason is asking, please, when is the Japanese index and Australia indexes open for trading, as well as close time? So yeah, it's in the early hours. If you're in South Africa, then it's in the early hours. I think their open is around 1 a.m. and their close is around 7 p.m. 7 a.m. in the morning. So as you see, our British pound Japanese is not going well at all. We continue to have losses on our Japanese pairs. We continue to have losses on our Japanese pairs. If you look at 15 minutes as well, I'm going to try to make a clean chart there. If I have a retracement back to break even, I think I'm going to close it. If it does not do that at 5 o'clock, then it's definitely going to stop me out. So you see British pound USD as well, there's a spike that it had after just going to the upside. So yeah, something is happening there, man. And I also don't like what I see on EJ. So if EJ comes back at this level, then it simply means that Japanese is gaining some strength. I wouldn't want to buy it there, because if it does come there, it might consolidate with me, and I wouldn't want to be trapped at that particular moment. Right, choppers, please let me know what is it that you are looking at. Let's analyze it together. What's next on my list is NASDAQ, a break and a retest. But look at what happened. No retest at all. There's something that is happening in the markets today. I don't know what it is. I cannot make sense of it. Maybe is the Jackson Hole Economy Symposium that is happening tomorrow. I don't know what is happening. Everything is pumping. Everything is pumping and it's dumping. Gold as well. We had a dump to the downside. Now we are back. I don't know what is happening, but something is really happening, and I don't know what it is. Looking at our heat map, yeah, GJ is still weak. However, looking at the pace in which it's moving, we might be stopped out. British pound USD, British pound as well, is trying to hold. But yeah, let's see what happens there. What time is it now? 16:55. Right. At this point, I don't have any faith in this. Just looking at my MetaTrader and I'm seeing the red here, and I'm like, goodbye to this money already. So yeah, we wanted to get a retracement at this level and we buy, but as you see, this thing went, now it's trading at our point of control. If you look at it also on 5 minutes, you clearly see that we are trading at the point of control. A break below, though, it can give us another setup to go to the downside. Brandon is looking into selling gold. Yeah, Brandon, I was also looking at selling gold, but by the look of things now, I don't know, man. This consolidate, we might see a consolidation inside this box, and that's not what I want to see. That's not what I want to see. More especially that everything is playing in a box. NASDAQ is playing in a box. US30 is playing in a box. Euro dollar is playing in a box. Look at this box here. So I don't know what to make of this. So I don't think I'm going to participate in gold. I don't know if I'm going to participate in gold. I really don't know if I'm going to participate in gold. Okay. All right, for those who just joined us, we have a buy on GJ currently in the red, and we were looking at a retracement on NASDAQ, but we don't have that. Yeah. Mampur is asking, Mr. President, do you expect a rate cut? Look, it's a tough one. To be honest with you, it's a tough one. The inflation went to the lowest in 3 years, so I think they might keep it the same, depending. I don't know, but I don't think maybe we might see a rate cut this time. But yeah, like I said, the inflation went to its lowest in 3 years. So um, more cuts, more problems. So I don't know. I really don't know if I should be expecting them to cut it or not. But either way, I don't think. Remember again the symposium that they are having again. I think also those are the things that might be discussed there. Because what normally happens there on the symposium, that it's basically discussing the future of the economy. I mean, people that are having the prices of cars, the prices of houses are going to be affected by what is going to be discussed tomorrow. So, yeah, I don't think there might be a rate cut, but anything is possible. Eh? Right, our GJ still fooling around, still in the red. I don't like what I see. I really don't like what I see. So, yeah, maybe if I come to break even, I might close this because of this thing doesn't take off. Like I always tell you that I only take trades from a place of liquidity. If my trade doesn't take off, then it simply means something is wrong. And according to my trading plan, anything that doesn't take off immediately usually loses. So I don't want to stand here waiting for this with hope. If I get to break even, I'm closing it. Or I can close it with a small loss I'm facing now. But you know what happens psychologically? You close it with a small loss and then you hit and this thing goes your way. You're like, why did I close it? Right? But yeah, it happens, man. You just have to live with yourself for that. You'll just have to live with yourself for that. EJ as well, we're waiting for 786 to touch there, then take it to the upside. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to entertain it after seeing what I'm seeing. The red that I'm seeing on GJ, I don't think I'll be comfortable with it there. We haven't looked at AUD USD for some time. Again, look at what is happening here. We are playing within a zone as well. So everything is just moving sideways. Tell you what, the gold we break above retest maybe, but as it is for now, as long as it's in between 2,505 and 2,497, I'm not going to, because like I said, we can move sideways until the session will end. Yep, 0.43% already. I can tell that our GJ is moving to the downside. My camera started being laggy again. I don't know why. I'm gonna try to fix it. My camera is laggy. What do you think, Mampur? What are you expecting? Do you think there will be a rate cut? Yeah, my camera is laggy again. My camera is laggy again. Let's just hope it's fixed now. I think it's fixed now. Right, we're still holding our buy on GJ. Nothing is happening. We are very close to stop loss. Very close to stop loss. We are like 50% to stop loss. Can you see how in the middle we are? Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Again, NASDAQ is playing in the box. We are playing inside the box here. We're going nowhere. We are having a nice retracement at the point of control. But yeah, still not going anywhere. I think with this GJ, we just need to accept our loss before it even goes there. Again, GJ continues to bleed me money. It continues to bleed me money. Right, what is it that you're looking at? Let me know in the comment section what is it that you're looking at. Remember again, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget that we are going to have a gala dinner with the president. So all the details will be announced next week. We are just finalizing with my team, and yeah, we are going to give you details next week on how you register and book your seat. Remember, we're looking for 10 to 15 people. So it's gonna be dinner, free dinner, and some giveaways. So I is looking at still looking at gold. Yeah, so I am not interested in gold at the moment. Maybe a break above retest, maybe 2,500 an ounce. But yeah, currently I don't have much margin to come into this because normally gold I take it as A grade. As much as on GJ I want B grade, right? Because I always lose most of the time I lose my trades on GJ or Japanese pairs. But I will really want to see this thing break retest. Then that's when maybe, because as it is now, if you take a sell here, chances are it might be moving sideways. All right. Let's look at the stocks portfolio. Right, as you know that we've been bullish, we wanted to get a bullish buy at around $165 a share. Currently trading at 167. So yeah, let's see what will happen to this. Maybe we might see another rise to the upside. That's on Google. Apple, we've also been bullish on it from these levels here. We wanted to get a buy. Oops. We wanted to get a buy at $225 a share. Then we can buy to the upside, but as you see, nothing is happening there. Choppers, are you liking? Don't forget to like. I think for next week we need to have a target. We need to have at least 100 people streaming with us. We need to have a target. Yeah, so our GJ is still not moving. Want to see if this price will hold at this level here. If it does hold, then maybe we might go back to break even. But by the look of things, we are already out of this trade. I don't have much faith in it. Even if it does go up, I think break even is what I'm going to consider. I really don't have much hope in it. So he's asking, is there a method or strategy on trading stocks of so what we do as choppers is that the strategy for indices, commodities, crypto stocks is the same, and as well as AUD USD. But the rest, especially currency pairs, we also have a different strategy on it. Why? Because of when you look at indices, commodities, and crypto, they are volatile. So the best way to trade them is support and resistance. Since Nontana is saying at this point, I don't think I'm going to buy or sell anything. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. The market is just all over the place. I hear you. I hear you. However, I really liked that NASDAQ. I really liked it, but I'm just disappointed that it went up and back into consolidation level. So yeah, it's quite boring to see these things do like this. Yeah, but it seems like we are having a pop on euro dollar. Are we breaking above this level? If we do, maybe yeah. But again, it's just playing within a box. British pound USD as well. We're having the same issue. Doesn't want to take off this thing. GJ, where we have entered our trade, still doesn't. Like I said, I've already made peace with this trade. EJ, seems like EJ wants to hold this price, but again, we'll have to see. Simple saying the market is behaving strange today. Yeah, I agree with you, buddy. But yeah, we just have to adapt and overcome. What we are basically seeing in the market today is pump and dump. I'm having this I'm having this not an idea, but I'm having this thing that it's the what we are going to experience tomorrow. The Jackson Hole Economic Symposium. I think that's what is causing this market. Because if we are in trades and we are trapped, so that means everyone tomorrow will be looking at what is happening. So yeah, the market is behaving strange today. However, that does not stop us from trading. I want to see if the euro dollar can pop from this price, but by the look of things, it's not. British pound as well is struggling. British pound as well is struggling. And but I think if you will want to sell British pound USD, you just need to be very careful because of I think even with the 20 exponential moving average, we're still above it. We haven't broken, you know. So, but with our GJ, we are definitely, outside the range of the EMA. We are definitely outside the range of the EMA. Let's see what is happening with 1 hour. Again, we are having another spike on this thing. Yeah, something is happening here. I don't know what it is, but I can tell that something is really happening here. German 40, I haven't looked at it for quite some time now. Still, again, this is a range. Again, this is a range. So everything is consolidating from euro dollar consolidation. Not moving at all. Doesn't and it's not like they are not moving. They are moving, but it's pump and dump. You know, they're pumping to the upside, pumping to the downside, tripping people both ways. So yeah. GJ, maybe we might say that maybe it also wants to range at this particular point, but yeah, nothing has confirmed on GJ if it's ranging. And then when it comes to AUD USD, again ranging. Gold again ranging. Gold is ranging as well. Look at that. So chances are it's gonna go down, go up. NASDAQ again is ranging. So there, it's ranging again on NASDAQ there. Pump and dump, right? Also, German. Same thing. Look at German ranging as well. What else? NASDAQ ranging as well. So everything is ranging. I think I'm gonna join you guys on staying on the sidelines until I figure out what is happening here. I'm currently trapped on GJ, but at least I'm not trapped inside the consolidation level, right? Again, if you look at 5 minutes, it took 5 minutes for this candle to drop to this level. Now it wants to take 10 minutes for this, from this price to this price. Then what does it tell you? The strength to the upside is not there, right? There's no strength to the upside. So yeah, let's see what happens, shoppers. I'm still in the red. I'm just looking at my account here, and yeah, it's not looking well. It's not healthy. All right, so I'm like 25% of loss. I might take my loss here and I admit my loss before this thing does what it wants to do. So I'm going ahead to take my loss on this thing. I'm gonna let it ride. So yeah, I took like 30% loss instead of 100% loss. So I still have another 70% to play around with another trade. Reason being, it took 5 minutes for this thing to come to this level. Think about it. If it took 5 minutes for this thing to come to this level, why is it taking 10 minutes for this thing to go up? Simply shows you that there is no strength. So yeah, for those who just joined us, we just took a 30% loss on GJ. That's how we managed our risk. We didn't take the whole entire loss. It's just 30%, right? So with the trade that I had in the morning, remember I had, not in the morning, GJ that I sold yesterday. Let me do this. So there it is. There, my trade is there. Where is it? I don't see it here. I sent the setup of GJ. I can't see it here. Oh yeah, there it is there. So this is a message that I sent to get. I actually wanted to say, I made a mistake by saying GBP USD. It's actually GJ. There it is, there up here. Right. Now this is a sell that I took. And yeah, it went a bit down to 70% and I closed it. Why? Because it was consolidating at that level, right? And I closed it with 70%. This was my sell yesterday. So that 70%, I don't regard it as a win, right? I don't regard that as a win. I take it as a break even, right? So what's going to happen when I close my books today? So since I had 70% of profits, which is a plus, right? And now I took like 30%, right? So that means I'm left with what? Since I took 70% yesterday, and then today I had a minus on this, right? That means I'm still left with 40, right? So this 40, then I put it aside. Then there was another 10%. Remember that we took on, was it Friday? There's another 10% we took on Friday. I added with this 40, then I have 50, right? If I take another trade and I close it with 50% profits, it's 50 plus 50, then I have 100%, which is equals to 1. Then that's when I can say win or loss. So this 30%, I'm not going to count it as a loss, and this 70, I'm not going to count it as a win. It's funds that I'm going to put on the side so that I can make the maths. Once I take 10 from there, 30 from there, it makes up 1. Then once it's 1, then I'm going to write it as 1 on my journal. As easy as that. Science anticipating a gold will take out previous. Yeah, man. I don't know, but we broke above this level here. Maybe a retest, maybe, or the safest might be if you break below this level, maybe. That will be a nice buy, 2,510. Maybe it might be a nice buy because it's going to be at the point of control plus breaking and retesting of the trend line. So I say I don't think I'll enter during Powell's speech. One word from that man instantly affects. Yeah, Powell says something, the markets will. Powell is the new Donald Trump. Remember Trump when he was president? One word from Twitter, the market is reacting already. Trade with the next big things, asking how are we expecting to take a sell on gold when we are at a discount on the 4-hour range. So if you want to swing it, remember the anticipation of 2,500 is what we've been eyeing for all the past 3 weeks. For me, if I want to swing it, I need to break above 2,529. Yes, there might also be consolidation that we see now, but we will want to see how it goes from there. CK Chen is saying, hi President, please correct me if I'm wrong. Do you think gold will be distributing to top since manipulation happened at the bottom? It depends. Let me know on which time frame. CK Chen, it depends on which time frame. I haven't looked at the commitment of traders as yet. So I don't know. The last time I looked at the commitment of traders is where we saw hedge fund and money managers adding on their positions to the upside. Let me ask all of you here, have you subscribed? If not, please make sure that you subscribe immediately. We have British pound. That's why we've been seeing relative strength on it. 102,000 positions net long on British pound. Changes from the 6th of this month. They closed 23,000 positions, and they closed 23,000 positions for a buy, and they added 3,110 positions on it. So yeah, looking also at the Japanese yen. So yeah, from the 6th of the 8th, they added 20,932 positions to buy, and then they closed 13,000 positions. So don't be surprised when you see this Japanese week again, because it seems like hedge funds and money managers, they are just pumping more positions on the Japanese. 182,000 on euro dollar, and we have 155,000 for the shorts, right? So on the 6th of the 8th month, they closed 3,500 positions, and they added more positions on the sell side. So yeah, we might maybe see a weakened euro in the next coming weeks. For those that have been asking, why is the US dollar strong? And someone mentioned that it is Floyd Shibambo's saga. That's why. No, it's clear. Hedge funds and money managers, they had 34,393 positions on the long side and only 22,000 on the short side. So as you see, from the 6th of the 8th, they closed 2,000 positions and also closed 539 positions. So it just shows why it's strong, why you are seeing USDs are strong. Why you see the ZAR, why do you see it strong? There it is. Yeah, the reason why we're seeing consolidation on the Bitcoin is that banks and hedge funds, money managers, I think they've decided to be neutral. I think this is a collection of orders. 24,000 to the upside and 23,000 to the downside. The 6th of the 8th, they added 167 positions to the upside and 310 positions to the downside. Hence, we are seeing that we have a percentage of 86.5 of all open interest on each and every category. We have 86% and 85,000. When you look at the percentage as well of USD ZAR, 80% is on the long, 52% is on the short side. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you get confused about this, you know what to do. Join the free Telegram group, join the funded group, and let me teach you how to read this thing. I can assure you that 80% of all traders in South Africa, they cannot read this thing. They don't even know what this thing is. So when I was telling you that we are going to see 2,500 an ounce on gold, this is what I was studying, right? The short format of all non-commercial companies, you also need to understand what are non-commercial companies. Ladies and gentlemen, trading is not what you think it is, just charts. It must be research driven. You must always make your research, especially you guys swing traders. Always make your research. All right, let's see what is happening with gold. So you see what I mean? We are now having a spike. This thing can come back inside this and range again. So that would be dangerous, right? British pound, Japanese, again, we are fooling around. As you know that we took 30% of the loss on this thing. For the fact that you see this, let me show you something. On 1 minute, this is consolidation. There it is. On 1 minute, this is consolidation. So you know how I feel about consolidation, right? So every time you take a trade, so with me, and especially for those that have been trading with me for some time, you would know that if I take a trade and it doesn't go to almost TP with immediate effect, I know for a fact that something ain't right. All my trades, they have to take off quickly. The minute they move sideways and they're fooling around, I know there's a problem. Hence, you see why I close this thing. My other reason for closing this thing is it took 5 minutes to go down, but it was taking so many minutes to go up. So yeah, that's why I closed this thing before it hits 100% loss. So yeah, 30% for me it's not bad, because I still have 70% that I won yesterday, so I can play around with my mates there, and it really doesn't affect me. Again, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget that September is my birthday. I'm gonna be celebrating my birthday with you choppers. A class exclusive classic dinner is coming your way. I'm gonna be hosting you. Lunch is on me. If it's a dinner, or it's a dinner, so dinner is going to be on me. You're gonna come and order what you want. The only thing that you will not be allowed to order is alcohol, right? We can't be discussing business while we are drinking. It's just my principle, right? So you can order whatever you want on that exclusive dinner. Then let's talk money, let's talk business, let's talk the future, let's talk about solutions to fix our industry. Okay. NASDAQ. Yeah. The best advice I can say out there is, if I were you, I was not gonna take any trade. If I'm not yet in a trade, I was not gonna take any trade. Look at all the consolidations that we are having. The market, it seems like it wants to trap people. We had a consolidation on euro dollar. As much as it broke above, we don't know how it's going to react when it comes back here, but it was consolidation. British pound USD, that buy that we wanted on British pound USD, though it was not the nicest one, but yeah, as you see, it's going up. So there was no consolidation on that. GJ, now I would now consider this as consolidation. Think about it. Look, we are just playing within this box, right? EJ, same thing. We are playing in the box, right? AUD USD, we're still in the box. Look at that, right? Gold on 15 and 5 minutes, right? So we had a pop around 2,500, but still all these spikes, they are telling you a story there. NAS 100, consolidation. German 40, consolidation. US 30, consolidation. So if you are wise, you'll be very careful before you can enter your trades. We might be stopped because of what is happening tomorrow with the Jackson whole economic symposium. So yeah, just be careful of that. All right. Yeah, Simply is saying there won't be VSOP. Yeah, you are spot on there. I agree with you. No VSOP when we are having our classic exclusive dinner, unless if you wanna buy it for yourself. But yeah, I wouldn't encourage you to be having VSOP during the meeting. So yeah. And please, that day of the dinner, no, don't bring your laptop there, because I know you choppers. You bring your laptop while we are eating, and you come with your laptop and say, "Mr. President, look. I think I'm gonna be buying there." Please, that day we are discussing the future of your trading business, not the charts. Please, I know you choppers. You can capitalize. Mr. President, I'm buying here or I'm selling here. Not that day. Please chop us. So yeah, like I said, we'll tell you the criteria to join from next week. My team and I, we're just working on the entry criteria. Also, don't forget, we are going to launch our first robot in the mid-month of November. Still having some technical issues, but we are, believe you me, we are working on it. I had a meeting with the technical team on Monday, and there's something that I introduced to them, so they are working on it, and maybe we might have good results on the robot. So yeah, our technical team is really working hard to make this thing possible because they know the deadline is mid-November. Yeah, that day is a holiday when we are going to meet. My birthday is actually on the 16th of September. I think it's during the week. I think the weekend after the 16th September, and that's when we're gonna have our dinner. So that day, yeah, it will be a holiday, unless we trade in the morning, because you remember the dinner will be in the evening. Unless we trade in the morning and we meet at night. Don't forget, again, Friday we are having our live market madness again. This is happening again this coming Friday. Also, if you want to join the funded, so what is the funded group? For those that have been asking, what is the funded group? So this is the funded group. The funded group is group of business people meeting. You don't have to be profitable. You don't have to do much. It's just us trading. So normally after every trading session, we are going to send something like this. You see, everything is here. The people that took trades, the date, the order, and ratio, risk reward ratio. So what's going to happen tonight is that since I took 30% loss and I also had 70% win yesterday, so my win, I saw the spreadsheet in the morning. On my name it had nothing because I think I had not sent it to the group as yet. Let me see. Right, so this was a spreadsheet from yesterday, Mr. President. There was nothing there. It's that 70%, and I did advise SK to put it as break even. As much as it's 70% win, it's still break even. The 30% loss, again, it's going to be break even because it's gonna eat from that 70%. Okay, so yeah, for those that have been asking what is the funded group, this is the funded group. We discuss a lot of things. You send your setups. When I'm available, I can advise you on your setup. Right. So as well, on the for those that have been the Choppers Guru group for some time, they know I've already taught about the commodity future trading commission, where you find your commitment of traders report. So yeah, be sure to join the Choppers Funded. Join the Choppers Funded. Minimum deposit is $25. Use my promo code trade with the MJ for 100% bonus. So you really have no excuse not to get proper education. By you trading with me live on YouTube, I'm sure there's something you are learning. Imagine now if you are able to ask me questions. By the way, tomorrow there won't be a webinar. Tomorrow there's no webinar. Tomorrow we don't have a webinar. Right, let's have a look at the heat map once again. US dollar lost some strength. As you see, it's on the red, so I wouldn't buy or sell anything that has US dollar on it. Japan is still on the red. AUD, USD quite neutral. British pound is the one that is doing well. So one would ask that, why did I take a buy? I'm seeing this thing has a nice strength, and the Japanese yen also had weakness, and there was a setup, right? There was a setup for me, but that setup unfortunately didn't materialize. This thing is just playing around, right? So yeah, chances are this is going to be consolidation, right? So yeah, I did also mention that some of you who don't have, because a lot of you were saying, Mr. President, we don't have money to fund now, we want to wait for month end. Tell you what, the best thing you can do for yourself now, just register, go on use my link, and please make sure you use my link, right? Take the link there on the description. It's there, it's down there, right? Just register in the meantime, so that maybe you can join the 7 a.m. club in the meantime, right? In the meantime, you can join the 7 a.m. club, and I give you until month end to make your deposit. All right, choppers, I think that will be the end of our stream. 2 hours straight on the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate your presence, and we'll meet in the 7 a.m. club. For those who don't know the 7 a.m. club, we are meeting every morning at 7 a.m. I send the link on the group, as you saw. Today, for those of you who didn't have link, and others, you would know that it's 7 a.m. It's always 7 a.m. in the morning, Central African time. By the way, it's Central African time. So yeah, that's about it. So if you want to join it, let me know. If you want to join the funded group, let me know. Let me know if you want to join the funded group, so that I can assist you and then we trade together. Right, choppers, thank you so much for your time. I will see you in the morning. Don't forget to use the link to register and make your deposit. Join the funded group. Salute and cheers.